So, last episode we turned El Misiono upside down to collect enough money to unlock or upgrade the remaining items we needed, or to get the remaining upgrades we needed. And this episode, let's check out, or let's finally do what the game says and go confront Rosie. But before that, I noticed something while grinding for last episode. While I was grinding for last episode, and I wanted to check it out now. Well, I wanted to leave it to now, so okay. I'm kinda surprised that didn't count as a secret or anything. But yeah. The entrance is blocked. Yeah, you think the earthquakes did this? We need to find another way in there and talk to Rosie. There are a lot of pipes around here. Maybe we can get in through the drains. I have a suspicious feeling that we'll find the other end of these pipes in the underground jungle. Just going to the place, lead to a place we've already been to. Nice. And as you kind of expect, the tube system into Yarrow is also blocked. Not Yarrow, into the Oasis is also blocked off. Although I think I'll just quickly go check if there is unique dialogue for that, because I think there is. Because I think I want to say that they might have intended you to just go to the tube normally, since, you know. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. What's stopping you? Come on. That's strange. The tube back to the Oasis isn't working. Fissure and fissure. Maybe the opening on that side is clogged? We just have to dig the last stretch to get there. And well, okay, cool. There is there. I just assumed that there wasn't a good way to get there, or like the game just wasn't letting me select it. But yeah, finale vibes, and okay. Kind of really want to know if we could get into here before we're supposed to. And in fact, I'm actually kind of considering for thingy thing, I'm blanking for some reason. Thingy thing achievement. That I might try and see if I can get through the thing by its, like, the path up to here without the jetpack, because I'm fairly sure you need it. Or at the very least, it's very helpful, because I really want to try and do the something that's coming up without the jetpack. And yeah, the reason I'm setting this up is because we will get rewarded if we use this and like send this all the way through. I want to say. And yeah, we will. So we technically weren't done with secrets just yet. Okay. And I guess like, even if it's not probably the time to talk about it, I just kind of want to. So I finally figured out which game I wanted to play in my spare time. And surprising no one, it's Mario Sunshine again. Just because I'm that bitch. That bad feeling I got is still hanging around. Something is definitely not right. Rosie's got a lot of explaining to do once we get back to the Oasis. I should have been more suspicious from the start. If you're more suspicious, then we'll probably still be alone, or then I'll still be alone at the temple. Now let's get out of the strain and see what's going on. And I'm kinda hoping that this money wasn't, like, necessary for anything, because... I guess we just missed some dialogue. Yeah, I guess, let's talk to, So that would have been helpful, but I don't think it's going to be necessary or too much. I want to say the next one's 500. Okay, yeah. So because there's an infinite way to get money, I'm not entirely sure if there is a limit on the amount of cogs you can get, and that's not really something I want to test out. But if you really wanted to, I suppose you could completely fit out your gear. There's not much else I want to have, to be honest. But I'll quickly go over what I've got selected. Probably should have done this sooner, but you know, whatever. Return to Sender definitely could be helpful. Midgetile Express, I mean... We need some aerodynamics, sharpen edge, definitely could also be useful. Reaper's discount, even if we're not going to be running around with these, definitely will be helpful. Larger than light, golden reflexes, spotless mind. I feel weakness, definitely don't need this now, but you know, I guess we could just put them on. Do you know what? Let's just put those on for now, because you know, whatever. Cougar paws, just really everything to do with health and armor. Same thing with water and bombs and pretty much everything. Also, thankfully, you can just kind of go straight to the Oasis now. Where's everyone gone? This is creeping me out. We should find Rosie and see what she's up to. Or I guess been up to. But yeah, I guess that's... yeah. On that note, everything is 100%. All the secrets I've done 100%. Alright, it's down here. And now we can just go in. This thing is looking really ominous when it's opening. Are you sure we need to go in there? I think we have to, Fan. Okay, let's see what the big shiner's got cooking in there. And yes, this is the point of no return. Okay, so it begins now. Okay. Just gonna hold my breath for now. Frosty? Dot? You really shouldn't have come back here. What are you doing? Let him go, Rosie. Do you know how many shinies were capturing him? He's the monster. Now he's just a battery in my mech suit, and I'm finally strong enough to keep your kind out. You lied to me. I used you, your tool, and I needed someone to disable those pesky devices. He bid them to draw all my power away from my fusion distillery, but no more. This reactor will give me what I need to control my kin, an endless supply of moon juice. They have no reason to wander off. They will stay safe and show me the respect I deserve. Ah, so this is what you meant when you said China's were deranged and dangerous. The earthquakes. The Erector is unstable Vetron tech. No, you're unstable. I'm finally in control. You're insane. Enough of this. And yeah, as far as bosses go, or final bosses go, I guess Rosie makes sense. Although, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about Rosie being like somewhat of a twist villain. And yeah, I just love how her kin is just around supporting her, just watching the fight. And to be completely honest, this is a boss fight I'm not so great at. When it comes down to doing hardcore, I'm definitely going to be trying to control myself, or hoping that we don't do anything, or like hoping I can just get through this. Because yeah, now it kind of turns into a bullet hell meets Minecraft, which is not really something I thought I would be saying, but here we are. So I'm not sure if these have a name. I'm just going to call them antimatter bullets, and they just destroy everything they touch, and we really don't want to be like around them. Okay. Okay, we can return them to sender. That's good. I think everything you can do. Yeah. This is the thing I wanted to try and do without the jetpack, but I'm not entirely sure if we could even get here in the first place. Although that being said, I think you could just turn it off, so that is something. I think out of all of her attacks, Rosie's charge attack is probably the most dangerous. Especially if you're not really prepared for it. When she like kind of builds up around her or around us like that, it's definitely going to be an issue. Although that being said, we haven't really seen the worst of it. Wait, can you not return to sender those? Kind of assumed you could. Okay. Yeah. And all the while, the acid around us keeps rising as the fight goes on. Although I would definitely say that this fight is much better than the Vetron King fight, although that's not really so much a fight as a fight, more so as just a platforming thing. Okay, thank God for True Survivor. Okay, don't do that, please. So I figured like what episode it was exactly, but I'm like, there was an instance where I was like surprised that True Survivor kicked in. Although I guess it kind of makes sense considering that like if you like get hit with a boulder that's like we can't really go anywhere with gonna reflexes, then I guess it kind of makes sense. Rusty. The reactor, it's going to blow. The crakes will destroy everything. You must get out of here. Scrap that, we'll make it out together. Hey, this thing is going haywire. Let's get out of here now. Professor Sherman's rocket. We need to get it back up to town now. Come on, Fenton, we have to hurry. There's no way we'll make it back to the city like this. But I can get the two of you out in time. No way, I'm not leaving you down here. You can't go through this thing with us. There's no time to argue, there's no other way, you two get in here. Now. Oh. See you, Fen. Fen, I'll come back to you. I know you will. Now go. See you around, Dot. Get out of my way. Mares and Childbots first. I'm sorry, I'm going as fast as I can. Calm down, folks, one at a time. Form an orderly line now, you hear? Hey, we ain't got no time for lines. Just get on the rocket before this whole place collapses on us. But your jaw, son, we still got bots down in the down mine. We can't just leave the folk behind. Mr. Heisenberg is ready to ignite the rocket, but I can hold the launch for a minute or two. Then we have to blast off. Beep boop blah. You said it, Mr. Barnacle. What? I ain't said nothing. What in tarnation? Oh, there you are, dearie. Thank goodness you're safe. Good show. I was worried that you'd gotten yourself lost. I see you found that red-scarfed miner, but where's that glowing little friend of yours? It's a long story, I have to. Well, I am happy to see you safe and sound, but I must stress that we really are out of time. Everyone aboard the rocket? Time for some steamboat space adventures. Yeehaw! And I just kinda wanted to know if the Yonka brothers are there if you don't find them? Do they make it back on time? Or do they just die? Like, that's something I want to note. But yeah, even though we still have a few achievements left, this is probably as much as a finale as we're gonna get, really. Or this part feels like the most finale part, so we'll kind of go over my thoughts on the game more so than the Let's Play. But I really love this game. There's a reason why I'm doing all achievements instead of just 100%, because if I was going to cover this game at all, I would probably, I wanted to do everything. The moment I finished this game for my first time, I went back and played it again that following weekend to do Sequence Breaker. That's how much I like this game, and there's only a few games that I can say that I've wanted to replay again the moment I finished. The other one being Bowser's Fury. But yeah, definitely want to say that this is probably my favorite song of the entire game. And it kind of sucks because it's the credits, but you know, whatever. But yeah, I think the only thing I'll say about the Let's Play itself so far is that I probably could have done with some more planning, and at least another playthrough of 100%, because oh boy, there's some times where I just like looked back on it, it's like, oh, I definitely needed to brush up my knowledge on this beforehand, because I just did a casual playthrough like sometime last year, and I was like, oh, okay, I want to Let's Play this game soon, but instead of doing another playthrough closer to doing this, where I would, do 100%, I just kind of thought, hey, I know this game well enough, so I don't need to go back and do, or I can get everything. Especially since, if you do kind of go through the entire game, or like just rush through the entire game, going back through and getting everything else doesn't really feel as rewarding as it would doing it along the way. Although that is kind of something that I kind of feel like that's how I feel about games. Like even with Mario Sunshine, I definitely like doing my first visit to a new area. I like 100%ing it in that first visit, sort of thing. Although that's just me and how I feel about games. But yeah, I know we are yet to see the results, but I think because we would roughly get 3 achievements at the same time, if it is correct, then I'll just kind of space them out a little bit. Although, to be fair, the credits are coming up to the end now. Although I definitely wanted to see just how off my cash count has been. Okay. Yeah. So it does seem that deaths and caves definitely count, because if I did know about the right way to get the Vi token, then probably would only have 1 death instead of 3. But yeah. And something I definitely like is that after reviewing the credits, this is the new title screen. For the moment. But yeah, before I end off, I think I'll definitely say that I'm going to be taking just a little bit of a break so I can get some main channel stuff done. Probably even just to put out like 1 video. Hopefully even getting through a bit of the stuff I'm got at the moment. It's kind of stuff that I'm struggling to like get past the initial recording session of. Depending on what that is, but next thing after this is definitely going to be Sequence Breaker, and Sequence Breaker, and maybe hopefully the first chance at Solid Sneak. But until then, that is when I'll see you. Man, that playtime is god awful. Although that definitely beats my first playthrough with like 15 hours.